Classroom of the Elite Season 3 had an interesting initial premise, but the execution and direction of the anime has gone awry. At the beginning, we got some development from the other students in Ayanokōji's class, but to be honest, all of the extras or background characters are extremely boring. I simply know them as the glasses kid, the redhead tsundere guy, and the other people. It also seems like Ayanokōji is more human this season, and by that I mean he seems to act sweet towards Kei, as well as have genuine conversations about morals, human dignity, and sacrifice that I thought he really just didn't care about in the beginning of the series. It's strange since I thought he was much more calloused. I liked that, but now he seems way more of a good guy than a sociopath focused only on controlling others. I liked that this show was shocking and dangerous, but now it is more focused on the class succeeding as a whole, which is not necessarily bad. It just means that it is way less exciting. Horikita has also taken a major step back in her role this time around, as she is blatantly relying on Ayanokōji to do most of the work. As far as the plot goes, everyone is just trying not to get expelled like normal, and that's pretty much it. I don't think the high school drama is enough to keep me intrigued anymore. I pretty much know everyone in the school, and the mystique of the series has been shattered. I thought Ayanokōji would have to tear through multiple targets on his way to the top, but it's more or less a polite game of chess at this point. In the first season, these people were left alone on an island where Horikita started kickboxing this other chick to death while suffering from a fever. That was crazy. Then Ayanokōji beat the living out of Ryuen, and that was shockingly entertaining. However, this seemingly dramatic and physically chaotic anime turned into a simplistic show about a guy who wins at game. Let's not even get into the fact of how Ayanokōji apparently isn't opposed to dating and somehow has a romantic interest in girls. I thought he was a sociopath. I thought he didn't like that. That scene in episode 9 where Manabu Horikita says that his sister would be just right for dating Ayanokōji if she were to start being her own person again. Yeah, that was weird. While I initially thought Sakayanagi was an interesting and challenging villain, she turned out to be extremely incompetent. She didn't even win any of her self-imposed games against Ayanokōji. She just lost every time, and it was very anticlimactic. I am hopeful that this season's ending will be much more exciting, but I do not see how it will redeem itself. I just feel like this show is less cool than it originally was. People were getting these evil and violent strategic moves put on them, but now it is essentially trying not to get expelled and just trying to move up in rank. I don't know. I think I've lost interest and am simply watching out of obligation to finish the season. It's nowhere near a bad show. It is actually pretty darn good. It's just not as hype as it originally was, but we shall see what happens.